Hey guys, this is Stephanie. I am so excited to talk with Elizabeth. She's one of our patients, and I just wanted her to share a story. So tell me a little bit about like how you injured yourself.
Sure. I was on vacation and I was slalom skiing, which I have done for the past 30 years. But all of a sudden, I tried to get up for the first time and my back just completely gave out. I heard this pop. All of a sudden, I was flat on my back. I couldn't move. I had to be dragged out of the water onto the boat. And that was the start of my vacation. So then I knew I had to get some physical therapy. And so since I was out of state, I knew somebody who was in a physical therapy business. So I went to that place and they happened to use this method called the McKenzie method, which I didn't know that much about before, but it's all this, the belief is you move the pain to like the center of the body, like the back or the spine, where it could be better tolerated and instead of your extremities, and then you try to work on healing the source of the pain. And they also, with that method, you get a lot of exercises that you could do on yourself at home. So that way you have the tools just to maybe be pain-free for life, because it helps you manage and to do things better. And I really like that. And they strongly encouraged me when I got back to Dallas to find someone who was certified in the McKenzie method. And don't just say, oh, yes, they know about it. Make sure that they're certified. So I got on the McKenzie website, and turns out you had the highest certification that you could get. And so I made a list of you with some other providers that I was going to call and just kind of interview them. And I called and talked to your front desk person, Victoria, who she was fabulous. She interviewed me and asked me all kinds of questions. And then I told her that I was interested in somebody, who knew the McKenzie method. She started rattling off all the vernacular herself. It made me feel so comfortable and confident that I was going to the right place just by talking to the person at the front desk. I didn't even call anybody else. I'm like, okay, book me. I want to meet Stephanie. I want to be treated here. This is going to absolutely be the place for me. So that's how I found you.
Yeah, I mean that's what we, when I hire people for my front desk, I don't hire people that work at a normal healthcare provider office. I want people that really want to care, and we love to hear people's stories, really see like how we can help them. And yeah, like the McKenzie method, it's their evaluation process. It's amazing. Like when I learned it and was going through all the training, I was like, oh my gosh, the things I loved about it was the fact that I loved their evaluation process of how they take baselines and figure out like which movements are going to help you based on those baselines. And I love the fact that it empowers patients. Like it empowers, like I can give you stuff to work on that's going to be very similar to me working on you. So those are my two things that I loved about the McKenzie method. So I know you haven't been to very many other physical therapy offices to know the typical experience. What the common things that we see are people are seeing, 2 to 3 patients. Therapists are seeing 2 to 3 patients at a time. And other comments that we get from other patients is that whenever they share, like, these are the new things that are going on, it's like they go back and they do the same type of exercises and activities. They don't really listen to adjust the program. So how was your experience here?
It was so different than even like the place that I went to out of state, because I noticed it was like an assembly line, and the physical therapist wasn't even really seeing the patients. It was the physical therapy assistant who was going through and just doing like, okay, do these exercises for this 10 minutes and then go to the next person. And seriously, just rotating through people. And with you, I've only seen you, and you work on me for the whole 60 minutes. And it is, you will see where I am. You'll make adjustments. You'll say, okay, is this working? Is that working? Where were we from last time? And it is hands-on the whole entire time. And then for maybe like the last 10 minutes, you'll work on giving me the exercises that I need to do. And then whenever we come in and I see you for the next meeting, you'll ask me how I'm doing. And it might be that Oh, yes. Now I feel it on one side of my hip, and you'll say, okay, well, that's just because, we've got the pain managed so well that now pain's manifesting somewhere else. And now we need to do that. And then if I tell you, oh, Stephanie, now I feel that my spine really hurts again. I thought we had this here. You'll work on my spine. So, I mean, it's not been not much of the same, because you really listen to what my body's saying, and you're listening to me, and you make adjustments based on that. And it's just a progressive dance that we do. And it's been fantastic so far.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it's so much fun to treat this way, because when I was with an insurance-based office, we still tried to do this, but it's really hard doing it with like multiple patients. We literally can sit down and, spend the time to figure this out and really evaluate you almost every single time you come in, so that we are getting you where you need to be, as well as, okay, these are the things that I want you to focus on now based on where you are. So you have a game plan for the week. So tell me a little bit, like, if you were to tell someone that might be on the fence on coming in, what would you tell them?
Well, I realize that you might be out of network for most people, and I think it's a legitimate factor whenever people are looking at coming to you, and I did take that into consideration. At the end of the day, I mean, it's about your health. For me, it's about my spine, it's about my hips, it's about mobility. It's a quality of life issue. And I wanted to go to the best. I wanted to work with the best. I wanted the tools to be able to know that when I stop seeing you, I'm going to be pain-free, because you've taught me how to be pain-free. You've helped me how to be pain-free. And I mean, you just can't find that other places, I'm assuming. I mean, I've just had such a great experience with you. And I would even say that I might even heal faster coming with you, and the way that you concentrate on me for that full 60 minutes. So it may actually, work out even better than having to do, somebody that might be in network and you're going through the assembly line process. And plus, you get free consultation, so somebody can come in and just see your shop. And first thing I noticed, you guys are like family. I mean, you guys enjoy each other, you like each other, and it just really shows in the kind of care that you give your patients.
Yeah. What people don't realize sometimes is that you can go in, you can find it cheaper, just like anything else. Like if you go in and you need work done on your house, you can find someone cheaper. But sometimes you end up spending more because they don't fix the right problem, and they create more problems for you. And then you've already spent all this money, which we see that a lot in our office. They've gone and they've spent so much money somewhere else that when they finally come here, like the amount of money they actually spent to get better was far less than what they did on all the other stuff that they were trying. So thank you so much. This was so much fun. I love, this is going to help other people that have had similar experiences or similar injuries, trying to figure out if we are really the right fit, and your story is going to really be able to help them.
Well, thanks for inviting me to do this. This was fun.
Thank you.